Hello dear Capricorns, here's a reading for you, a love reading, for the time of Sun in Scorpio, which begins on the 23rd of October and will last till the 22nd of November this year. I've already shuffled the cards, so now I just want to add a final touch to it. By the way, my name is Alexandra, if you don't know me yet. I'm happy that you are with me now, and I hope you like it. This is quite a simple reading. I'm generally using 3 cards. Sometimes something flies out, but not this time. Okay, so here's your spread, the first card, the second one, and the third. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon and rising signs, because sometimes the messages come in these readings for your moon sign and for your rising sign, and as it is a love reading, you can also check your Venus. Let's look what you have at the bottom of the deck. This is 8 of Fire in reverse. Okay, so in the upright position, as you can see in this deck, the Tarot of the Spirit, it's called Lightning Path. And I find this name very accurate, because what this card speaks about is the easiest possible way of giving information, of doing something, of understanding something. Imagine the lightning. There are very nice videos on the internet where you can see the lightning in slow motion as it finds its way down the earth, and it checks several paths. It looks like it's acting on its own, as if it had some intuition. So it's just, you know, it has many tiny hands everywhere, and it's looking for touch with the earth, and when it finds it, there's a great blow of energy down. And so that's the general energy of this card, but here it is reversed. I don't do many reversals. I usually pull out 7 or 8 cards, so it's 10% of all the deck, and put it in the reverse position, because sometimes it's good to see where our blocks are, and it looks like you are blocked in some way as far as information is concerned. Giving information, receiving information, understanding information. Somehow I feel you don't do this work of lightning, the searching of the easiest way. It's very Capricornian now, I think, to choose one path and go this path, whatever happens and whatever it takes, even if the resistance of this path is much greater than these other paths. So what you do is not going the lightning path What you do is you choose your path and then just persist on it no matter what, which is a waste of energy actually. So perhaps sometimes, I mean, it's perfectly okay to stick to your plans sometimes, but sometimes it's better to rethink, reassume, rearrange, because your energy is precious, dear Capricorn, and it's a waste to the world if you put it in something that requires so much effort instead of choosing the easier way to your goal. So just try to sit and rethink. If something is not going smoothly, if something resists, you can try to fight it, but perhaps there's a better way, just to omit this resistance. Okay? That's what I feel is your overall energy for this time. Let's look at other cards. Oh, you have the Way of the Cross, which is 10 of Swords. In this deck it's called 10 of Wind. And usually 10 of Wind is a very painful card. A card so in traditional decks we see a person which is stabbed in the back by 10 swords, and this person is bleeding, and it's a brutal card really. It speaks about being overwhelmed with thoughts, usually our own thoughts, and being not able to live this way anymore. The good thing about this card is that it means the cycle has ended, that you're at the end of suffering. Usually the sun is falling or rising in this card, which means that something ends and something new begins. So when I see it in reverse, I think it's a good sign that this suffering and this mental pain of this card is going away, like these swords are falling out of you one by one, that you no longer need to go the way of the cross. You no longer need to feel pain of your thoughts. Perhaps you decided to change your patterns of thinking, or something happens that makes you change these unuseful and painful patterns of thinking. So you have you have already 2 reversals. That's a lot for one reading, which means that perhaps there are some counteracting energies during this time. Okay, let's see the second card at the center of the reading. And there's another reversal, which is really strange. So we have 3 out of 8 cards in all deck that are reversed. Usually the star in the upright position, it's a very positive card. It is a card of Aquarius. It is a card of hope. It is a card of fulfilling your dreams, going towards realization of your dreams, believing in yourself, having hope that everything is going to be all right. It is a card of internal peace and being okay with who you are, feeling hopeful and fulfilled about who you are, just feeling okay with who you are. But here it is reversed. So it seems you lack this feeling. It seems like you lost your hope in something in the future, like the burden was too heavy for you, and you've been carrying it for so long. It really goes well with this card. Like you're persistent in doing something and it consumes so much energy that even hope is lost. That you just do it because you decided to do it, and you persist in it, but there's no joy in it. There's no energy. There's just being persistent, or sometimes stubborn perhaps, which is no good for you, Capricorn. You should have this card in this position. You should look brightly into your future, not this way. So don't give up hope. Look again at your thinking patterns. Somehow I feel this is connected with this, that now I can see this card in a slightly more pessimistic way, as if you weren't able to leave those harmful thinking patterns behind, that you are in the end of the cycle, but still you are unable to end it. You're not willing to leave this harmful thinking patterns behind, this harmful thoughts behind. Don't be cruel to yourself. That's what I hear. Have mercy for yourself. Listen to your inner voice. You deserve to be good to yourself, really. Let's look at the last card. I hope it's better. Mastery. It's Four of Wind, so these are swords again, right? It's Four of Swords. And in traditional decks, on this card we can see a knight that has just come back from the war. And he's okay, he's alive, but he's tired of war. And the tradition says that now there's time to rest. And traditionally, these knights rested upon the coffin as a memorial, in memoriam of what could happen if they died. So this card is to remember about this tradition, and it depicts the time when you are coming back from war, tired and weary, and perhaps sad because of all the pain the war means, all the atrocities you've seen, all the hard times you had to go through. And now there's time to lie and meditate and take a rest. And somehow I feel It's all about coming back from war. And it seems to me that you were persistent in something that weren't going your way, that wasn't going your way. And that you grew very tired and that you're very, very harmed. And you are so painful that you lost all your hope. And now you have nothing more to do than just rest. You've come through a lot, really. And it's like you're empty, and all you can do is just lie and rest in hope that something new will emerge from this peaceful state. Somehow I feel you're in a void. You're so worn out in this reading. I'm so sorry for you. Of course, it's not all of you. I'm sure there are Capricorns out there who are quite right, who are joyful and happy and creative. But for some of you, this is a hard period. Sometimes it's like you have to go through the worst to see the light. You have to... Something has to die within you. Something has to die internally to let the new things to emerge, new beautiful things. You have achieved mastery in something, and now just let it transform. There's hope in this final card because there's a rainbow here, and you have 4 butterflies, and butterflies are new life. Butterflies are new creatures that are born, new beautiful creatures that are born from something quite ugly, that are born from something that seems to be dead. And when they emerge in their raw beauty, they are perfect. Okay, Capricorn, I wish you strength for this time. I wish the star will be reversed finally, and that you will see the dawn after you take some rest here. Thank you for watching. If you like it, you can hit the button like. You can also subscribe to my channel. I will post these videos every month, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye.